Tensions ran high on the set of Papillon, where Steve McQueen and Dustin Hoffman found themselves at odds. Their contrasting acting styles clashed, creating an uncomfortable atmosphere. McQueen, known for his tough guy persona, preferred a more instinctive approach to acting, while Hoffman, a method actor, immersed himself deeply into his roles. This difference in technique led to frustration, as McQueen often felt Hoffman's intense preparation slowed down the filming process. Moreover, their personalities did not mesh well. McQueen's laid-back demeanor conflicted with Hoffman's more serious and intense nature. This discord was evident in their interactions, with both actors struggling to find common ground. Reports from the set indicated that their disagreements escalated to the point where they avoided each other during breaks. As filming progressed, the pressure of the project compounded their issues. The demanding conditions of shooting in harsh environments added to their stress, making it even harder for them to collaborate effectively. Despite the film's eventual success, the animosity between McQueen and Hoffman left a lasting mark on the production, overshadowing their performances. The film rights for Papillon were sold for a substantial sum of $500,000, highlighting the high expectations for the project. With Franklin Schaffner at the helm as director, the film was set to bring a powerful story to life. Dalton Trumbo, a renowned screenwriter, was tasked with adapting the screenplay, ensuring that the narrative would resonate with audiences. The title Papillon translates to butterfly in French, which holds significant meaning in the context of the film. This reference is tied to the main character, who has a butterfly tattoo on his chest. The tattoo symbolizes freedom and transformation, themes that are central to the story. The film follows the journey of a man wrongfully imprisoned and his relentless quest for escape. The choice of the title reflects not only the character's desire for liberation, but also the broader themes of resilience and hope. The collaboration of Schaffner and Trumbo, along with the poignant symbolism of the title, set the stage for a compelling cinematic experience that would leave a lasting impact on viewers. Filming for the movie took place in several stunning locations, including Spain, Jamaica, and Hawaii. The production had a budget of $12 million, which was a significant investment at the time. However, the film proved to be a financial success, earning more than double that amount in its first year alone. A notable aspect of the film was the construction of the prison set, which was based on original blueprints of the actual prison. This set was built near Falmouth, Jamaica, providing an authentic backdrop for the story. In addition to the prison scenes, other parts of the film were shot in the picturesque locations of Ocho Rios and Kingston, Jamaica. These locations contributed to the film's visual appeal, showcasing the natural beauty of the Caribbean while also enhancing the narrative of escape and survival. The combination of these diverse filming locations helped to create a rich and immersive experience for the audience, making the story of Papillon even more compelling. McQueen's performance in Papillon is particularly notable for its intensity, especially during the scenes of solitary confinement. These moments showcase his ability to convey deep emotional turmoil and resilience. The isolation faced by his character, Henri Charrière, is palpable, and McQueen's portrayal captures the essence of despair and hope. His commitment to authenticity is further highlighted by his decision to perform his own cliff jump in Maui, Hawaii. This daring stunt was not just a physical challenge for him. He described the experience as exhilarating, adding a layer of realism to the film that audiences could feel. On the other hand, Hoffman's role as Louis Degas is equally compelling. He drew inspiration for his character from the life of Dalton Trumbo, a famous screenwriter. To embody this role, Hoffman underwent a significant physical transformation, losing 18 pounds to reflect the hardships faced by his character. Additionally, he wore contacts to change his appearance, further immersing himself in the role. The chemistry between McQueen and Hoffman adds depth to the narrative, making their journey through the brutal realities of prison life resonate with viewers. Their performances together create a powerful dynamic that enhances the film's emotional impact. Filming for the movie Papillon began without a completed script, which created a unique and challenging environment for the cast and crew. Daily rewrites were a common occurrence as the screenplay evolved throughout the production. This situation was further complicated by the departure of Dalton Trumbo, the original screenwriter, who left due to his battle with lung cancer. His son, Christopher Trumbo, stepped in to complete the script, ensuring that the vision for the film continued despite the personal challenges faced by the family. The decision to film in sequence was a significant aspect of the production. This approach allowed Steve McQueen, who played the lead role of Henri Charrière, to develop his character progressively. By shooting the scenes in the order they appeared in the story, McQueen could immerse himself in the emotional journey of his character, experiencing the growth and changes in Charrier's life as they unfolded on screen. This method not only enhanced McQueen's performance, but also contributed to the film's overall authenticity and depth, making Papillon a memorable cinematic experience. After filming wrapped up for the movie Papillon, a surprising incident occurred. Locals in the area took advantage of the situation and stole props and costumes valued at around $30,000. This theft highlighted the challenges of filming in remote locations and the sometimes unpredictable nature of local interactions. As the film concluded, the end credits featured haunting footage of the abandoned French Guiana prison, where Henri Charrier, the man whose life inspired the film, was held. This imagery served as a powerful reminder of the harsh realities faced by prisoners. Charrier himself played a significant role in the film as a consultant, sharing his experiences to ensure authenticity. Tragically, he passed away from lung cancer in July 1973, just months before the film's release. His death marked a poignant moment, as he did not live to see the impact his story would have on audiences around the world. The film, while a dramatization, carried the weight of his real-life struggles and resilience. The film's premiere was a significant event, as it benefited cancer research and memory of Henri Charrier, the man whose life inspired the story. This charitable aspect added a layer of meaning to the film's release, connecting the audience to a cause greater than entertainment. In terms of financial compensation, Steve McQueen earned a staggering $2 million for his role, while Dustin Hoffman received $1.25 million. This pay disparity led to some frustration for Hoffman, who felt overshadowed by McQueen's star power. Their professional relationship was marked by a certain tension, as both actors were strong personalities. While they maintained a level of professionalism on set, there were moments of conflict that arose from their differing approaches to acting and the film's demands. This dynamic contributed to an atmosphere that was both collaborative and strained, reflecting the challenges of working closely with someone who had a different style and perspective. The complexities of their interactions added depth to the production experience, making it memorable for those involved. Hoffman prepared meticulously for his role in the film Papillon, showcasing his dedication to authenticity. He wore thick glasses to embody the character's physical traits and engaged in a crash diet to lose weight, aiming to reflect the harsh realities of life in a brutal prison. This commitment to his craft highlighted the lengths actors go to in order to portray their characters convincingly. The film is based on the autobiography of Henri Charrier, who claimed to have escaped from a notorious French penal colony. However, the accuracy of the book has been a topic of debate. Critics argue that Charrier borrowed elements from the stories of other prisoners, raising questions about the truthfulness of his narrative. Despite these claims, Charrier maintained that his account was genuine, insisting that it represented his experiences. This controversy adds a layer of complexity to the film, as viewers grapple with the line between fact and fiction in storytelling. The discussions surrounding the film's authenticity continue to spark interest and debate among audiences. French Guiana served as a penal colony from 1852 to 1946, notorious for its harsh and brutal conditions. Prisoners faced extreme hardships, including inadequate food, disease, and isolation. Among those imprisoned was Henri Charrier, who was sentenced for a crime he did not commit. His story of resilience and determination to escape became the basis for the film Papillon. The film vividly depicts the grim reality of life in the penal colony, showcasing the struggles and suffering of the inmates. It also highlights the unbreakable spirit of Charrier as he endures the trials of imprisonment and seeks freedom against all odds. Viewers are drawn into the emotional depth of the narrative, feeling the pain and hope of the characters. The film's impact lies in its ability to evoke strong emotions, making audiences reflect on the human capacity for endurance and the quest for liberty. Through its portrayal of Charrier's journey, Papillon remains a powerful reminder of the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. The 1973 film Papillon, directed by Franklin J. Schaffner, is a sweeping adaptation of Henri Charrier's autobiographical novel, chronicling his harrowing 11-year imprisonment and relentless quest for freedom from the notorious Devil's Island. The film's ambitious scope is both its strength and its weakness, as it attempts to encapsulate a vast and complex narrative within its considerable runtime. While some viewers appreciate the depth and detail afforded by the film's length, others argue that it could have benefited from tighter editing, particularly in certain segments that feel unnecessarily prolonged. One of the most frequently mentioned critiques centers around the sequence where Charrier, played by Steve McQueen, interacts with the natives. This portion of the film has been described as dragging and lacking a clear purpose, which detracts from the overall pacing. Critics suggest that this segment could have been trimmed to maintain the film's momentum and enhance its emotional impact. However, supporters of this scene argue that it adds a layer of cultural context and character development, illustrating Charrier's adaptability and resilience in the face of adversity. At the heart of Papillon are the performances of its lead actors. Steve McQueen, often celebrated for his action star persona, delivers a performance that many consider a tour de force. His portrayal of Charrier showcases a depth of emotion and determination that transcends his typical roles, revealing a more nuanced side of his acting abilities. While some may have previously viewed McQueen as limited in range, this film challenges that perception, demonstrating his capacity to convey the profound struggles of a man yearning for freedom. Dustin Hoffman, who plays Louis Degas, complements McQueen's performance with his own brand of excellence. Although his role is not as central as McQueen's, Hoffman's portrayal is marked by the same quality that fans have come to expect from him. His character serves as both a friend and a foil to Charrier, and Hoffman's ability to infuse his performance with emotional depth adds richness to the narrative. Critics note that while Hoffman's performance may be predictable, it is nonetheless effective, grounding the film in a sense of realism and camaraderie. The film's direction and dialogue also receive praise for their expressiveness and ability to convey the themes of hope and resilience. Schaffner's vision brings to life the stark realities of prison life and the indomitable spirit of those who refuse to be broken by their circumstances. The cinematography captures the harsh beauty of the landscapes, contrasting the oppressive environment of the prison with the vastness of the ocean that symbolizes freedom. In summary, Papillon is a film that elicits a range of opinions, from those who appreciate its ambitious storytelling and powerful performances to those who feel it suffers from pacing issues and excessive length. The film's exploration of freedom, friendship, and the human spirit resonates deeply, making it a significant cinematic work. While it may not be without its flaws, the combination of McQueen's and Hoffman's performances, along with Schaffner's direction, creates a compelling narrative that continues to engage audiences decades after its release. As we close the chapter on the gripping tale of Papillon, a new journey awaits. What happened to the remarkable cast who brought this story to life? Their paths after the film are as intriguing as the roles they played. Steve McQueen, the iconic lead, faced his own battles off-screen, navigating fame and personal struggles that would shape his legacy. Dustin Hoffman, known for his transformative performances, took on diverse roles that would redefine his career. But what about the supporting cast? Each actor carried their own stories, some fading into obscurity, while others found new heights in unexpected places. Join us as we delve into the lives of these talented individuals, uncovering the triumphs and trials they faced after the credits rolled. Discover the secrets behind their choices and the impact of Papillon on their futures. This bonus segment promises to reveal the untold stories that linger long after the film ends. Dustin Hoffman's portrayal of Louis Degas in the 1973 film Papillon is a haunting exploration of friendship and survival in the face of brutal adversity. Degas, a forger imprisoned in a French penal colony, becomes a crucial ally to the protagonist, showcasing Hoffman's ability to embody vulnerability and resilience. His performance is marked by a deep emotional range, capturing the essence of a man who navigates despair with a flicker of hope. After Papillon, Hoffman's career continued to flourish, with notable roles in films like Lenny, All the President's Men, and Kramer vs. Kramer, which earned him 2 Academy Awards. However, his life was not without turmoil. He faced personal challenges, including a tumultuous marriage to Anne Byrne, which ended in divorce. Hoffman's reputation was also marred by allegations of inappropriate behavior, which surfaced in the #MeToo movement, leading to public scrutiny and reflection on his past. In recent years, Hoffman's health has been a concern, with reports of a significant decline. He has largely stepped back from the public eye, focusing on family and personal well-being. As of now, he remains a complex figure, embodying both the brilliance of his craft and the shadows of his past. Steve McQueen's portrayal of Henri Papillon Charrier in the 1973 film Papillon is a haunting exploration of resilience and the human spirit. McQueen embodied Charrier's relentless quest for freedom, capturing the character's desperation and determination. His performance was marked by a raw intensity that resonated with audiences, showcasing the depths of suffering and hope. The film's grueling conditions mirrored McQueen's own tumultuous life, filled with personal struggles and a relentless pursuit of authenticity. After Papillon, McQueen's career continued to flourish, but his life was marred by personal hardships. He battled a tumultuous marriage to actress Neil Adams, which ended in divorce. His relationships were often fraught with scandal, including affairs that drew media attention. McQueen faced addiction issues, particularly with alcohol and drugs, which complicated his life and career. His health deteriorated in the late 1970s, culminating in a battle with cancer that ultimately claimed his life in 1980. Despite his struggles, McQueen remains an enduring icon of coolness and rebellion. His legacy is a complex tapestry of triumph and tragedy, reflecting the darker sides of fame. Last known information indicates that McQueen's influence continues to inspire filmmakers and actors, ensuring his story lives on. In the 1973 film Papillon, Anthony Zerbe portrayed Toussaint, a character marked by a blend of cunning and survival instinct. Toussaint serves as a pivotal figure in the harsh world of the French penal colony, embodying the struggle for freedom and the complexities of prison life. Zerbe's performance captures the essence of a man who navigates the treacherous waters of loyalty and betrayal, leaving a lasting impression on the audience. Zerbe's career spans decades, with notable roles in films and television, including The Omega Man and the series The Dead Zone. However, his life has not been without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage to actress Judith Robinson, which ended in divorce. Zerbe also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, where the competition can be fierce and unforgiving. Despite these struggles, he maintained a reputation for professionalism and dedication to his craft. In recent years, Zerbe has remained relatively private, with little public information about his current activities. His last known appearances were in smaller roles, reflecting a shift from the spotlight. As of now, he continues to be remembered for his impactful performances and the enigmatic aura that surrounds his life and career. In the 1973 film Papillon, Don Gordon portrayed Julat, a character marked by desperation and resilience. Julat is a fellow prisoner who shares a bond with a protagonist, showcasing the harsh realities of life in a brutal French penal colony. Gordon's performance captures the essence of a man fighting against the oppressive system, embodying both vulnerability and defiance. After Papillon, Gordon's career continued with notable roles in television and film, including appearances in series like The Twilight Zone and The Streets of San Francisco. However, his life was not without turmoil. Gordon faced personal hardships, including struggles with addiction that affected his career trajectory. He was involved in a scandal in the late 1980s when he was arrested for drug possession, which led to a period of reflection and recovery. In his later years, Gordon remained out of the public eye, focusing on personal growth and stability. The last known information about him indicates he lived a quiet life, away from the Hollywood spotlight, reflecting on his past and the complexities of his journey. Victor Jory portrayed the role of the Indian chief in the 1973 film Papillon, a character that embodies strength and resilience amidst the harsh realities of life in a brutal prison. His performance added depth to the narrative, showcasing the struggles faced by those marginalized in society. Jory's commanding presence and ability to convey complex emotions made his character memorable, even in a film filled with intense performances. Born in 1902, Jory had a long and varied career in film and television, appearing in over 200 productions. He was known for his roles in classic films like The Mark of Zorro and The Last of the Mohicans. However, his life was not without challenges. Jory faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage to actress and writer Margaret P. Jory, which ended in divorce. He also battled alcoholism, a struggle that haunted him throughout his life. In his later years, Jory continued to work in television, but his health declined. He passed away in 1982, leaving behind a legacy of powerful performances. His final years were marked by a quiet retreat from the public eye, reflecting a man who had seen both the heights of fame and the depths of personal struggle. Dalton Trumbo's role as the commandant in the 1973 film Papillon is a chilling portrayal of authority and cruelty. His character embodies the oppressive nature of the prison system, showcasing a man who wields power with a cold, calculating demeanor. Trumbo's performance adds a layer of complexity, revealing the psychological toll of such authority on both the captor and the captive. This role came at a time when Trumbo was already a controversial figure, having been blacklisted in Hollywood during the Red Scare for his communist beliefs. Trumbo's life was marked by significant challenges. He faced imprisonment for his political views, and was one of the Hollywood 10, a group of writers and directors who refused to testify before Congress. His career suffered greatly, but he continued to write under pseudonyms, producing notable works like Roman Holiday and Spartacus. Personal hardships included strained family relationships and battles with depression. Despite these struggles, he remained a fierce advocate for free speech until his death in 1976. His legacy endures, reflecting the complexities of art, politics, and personal conviction. Val Avery's portrayal of Pascal in the 1973 film Papillon stands out as a haunting representation of desperation and survival. His character, a fellow prisoner, embodies the struggle against the oppressive forces of the penal system. Avery's performance captures the raw emotion and grit of a man trapped in a brutal environment, showcasing his ability to convey deep sorrow and resilience. Avery's career spanned several decades, with notable appearances in films and television series. He often played tough, gritty characters, reflecting his own life experiences. Born in 1924, he faced significant challenges early on, including a difficult childhood marked by poverty. His journey through the entertainment industry was not without its struggles. He battled typecasting and often found himself in roles that mirrored his own life's hardships. In his personal life, Avery faced scandals, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. He also dealt with the loss of close friends and colleagues, which left a lasting impact on him. Despite these challenges, he continued to work in the industry, earning respect for his craft. In his later years, Avery remained active in acting, but details about his life became scarce. He passed away in 2017, leaving behind a legacy of powerful performances that resonate with audiences. His life story reflects the complexities of an artist who navigated both the darkness of his roles and the shadows of his personal experiences. Vic Tayback portrayed the role of Sargent in the 1973 film Papillon, a character marked by a stern demeanor and a complex moral compass. His performance added a layer of intensity to the film, showcasing the harsh realities of life in a brutal prison system. Tayback's Sargent is a figure of authority, embodying the oppressive environment that the main characters must navigate. This role highlighted Tayback's ability to convey both menace and vulnerability, making him a memorable presence in the film. After Papillon, Tayback's career continued to flourish, particularly with his iconic role as Mel in the television series Alice. However, his life was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including struggles with weight and health issues, which led to significant weight loss later in life. Tayback also dealt with the pressures of fame, which sometimes resulted in tumultuous relationships and a battle with depression. In the late 1990s, he experienced a heart attack, which served as a wake-up call, prompting him to make lifestyle changes. Vic Tayback passed away in 1990, leaving behind a legacy of powerful performances and a life marked by both triumphs and struggles. His contributions to film and television remain significant, and his complex characterizations continue to resonate with audiences. Bill Mumy portrayed Lariat in the 1973 film Papillon, a character that embodies the harsh realities of life in a brutal prison system. Lariat is a fellow inmate who shares in the struggles and despair of the main characters, adding depth to the film's exploration of survival and friendship in dire circumstances. Mumy's performance captures the essence of a man trapped in a relentless cycle of suffering, reflecting the darker themes of the story. After Papillon, Mumy's career continued in television and film, but he faced challenges that extended beyond his professional life. He became known for his role as Will Robinson in the classic series Lost in Space, which brought him fame but also typecasting. Mumy struggled with the pressures of early fame, leading to personal hardships, including battles with depression and the complexities of growing up in the public eye. He faced a notable incident in the 1980s when he was involved in a controversial project that drew criticism, further complicating his career. In recent years, Mumy has remained active in the entertainment industry, participating in conventions and voice acting. He has also embraced his musical talents, releasing albums and performing live. Despite the shadows of his past, he continues to engage with fans and reflect on his experiences. As of now, he is known to be living a quieter life, focusing on his family and artistic pursuits. Richard Farnsworth's portrayal of Manhunter in the 1973 film Papillon is a haunting performance that captures the essence of a man driven by desperation and survival. His character, a fellow inmate, embodies the grim reality of life in a brutal prison system. Farnsworth's ability to convey deep emotional turmoil and resilience amidst despair adds a layer of complexity to the film, making his role memorable despite its brevity. Farnsworth's career was marked by both triumphs and struggles. He began as a stuntman in the 1940s, gradually transitioning to acting. His breakthrough came with the film Coming Home in 1978, earning him an Academy Award nomination. However, his life was not without hardship. He faced personal challenges, including a battle with depression and a serious injury that left him partially paralyzed. In his later years, Farnsworth continued to work in film and television, but his health declined. He ultimately chose to end his life in 2000, leaving behind a legacy of powerful performances and a story marked by both resilience and tragedy. His last known information reflects a man who fought against the odds, both on and off the screen. Woodrow Parfrey's portrayal of Clusiat in the 1973 film Papillon stands out as a haunting performance that captures the essence of despair and survival in a brutal prison environment. Clusiat, a fellow inmate, embodies the fragility of hope amidst the relentless cruelty of the penal system. Parfrey's ability to convey deep emotional turmoil adds layers to the character, making Clusiat a memorable figure in the film's exploration of human endurance. After Papillon, Parfrey's career continued with notable roles in television and film, including appearances in The Twilight Zone and The Monkees. However, his life was marked by personal struggles. He faced significant challenges, including battles with addiction that affected both his career and personal relationships. Parfrey's tumultuous life included a brief marriage to actress and singer, which ended in divorce, leaving him to grapple with loneliness and regret. In the later years of his life, Parfrey became increasingly reclusive, shying away from the public eye. He passed away in 2006, leaving behind a legacy of complex characters and a life filled with both artistic triumphs and personal demons. The details of his final years remain shrouded in mystery, reflecting the enigmatic nature of the man himself. As we wrap up our look at the 1973 film Papillon, it's hard not to feel a wave of nostalgia. The film, starring Steve McQueen and Dustin Hoffman, tells the gripping story of Henri Charrier's escape from a brutal French penal colony. McQueen's portrayal of Charrier, a man determined to reclaim his freedom, resonated with many viewers. The challenges he faced, from the harsh conditions of the prison to the treacherous escape attempts, showcased not just physical endurance, but also the power of hope and resilience. For those who watched Papillon in their childhood, it likely left a lasting impression. Perhaps it sparked dreams of adventure or a deeper understanding of the human spirit's fight against oppression. We invite you to share your memories of watching this classic film. What moments stood out to you? Did it inspire you in any way? Please comment below with your stories and reflections. Your experiences could connect with others who felt the same way.